I'm actually super relieved and excited that we're going to be celebrating. Woo! Tian's leaving, so that means it's over, right? I'm glad that at least we're having a party. I want to chill out for a while and just relax. I want to eat some food, hang out with the others, and just put this all behind us. Behind me, personally. I don't want to keep anybody waiting. I'll see you guys there. Bye. I hope they have barbecue. Mm. I was in the dining hall with Artemis. We were drinking a little bit and enjoying some of the fine Fanta that Holy brought out for everyone. I don't personally drink Fanta, but if it's the only drink there is, I will drink it. After that, I had just waddled over to the garage because I accidentally spilled something in the kitchen. You know, I'm a little clumsy and I want to help clean up. Then I went to the bathroom because I couldn't find anything in the garage, to be honest. There's no cleaning supplies in the garage. Maybe there is, I don't know, I couldn't find it. Holy's house, to be honest, is super confusing. They don't have a storage closet. Unless they do. If they do, I'm blind. Never trust me for directions. I'm going to lead us all astray. Yeah, sorry. I don't got anything for you guys. I think I last saw Holy when he was just handing Artemis and I some Fanta drinks. I can't really remember anything after that. Nope, nothing. I thought I remembered, but no, nothing. I'm so sorry. Well, in this case, I kind of feel like it's like Origins or Ronnie, cause why would they just suddenly take a nap in the middle of a party? You know, kind of weird unless they're really tired, or I guess they're really really sick. But even then, eh? But with the circumstances that's happening right now, wouldn't you know they be more worried about being murdered? It's a bit weird. Not gonna lie, but you know what? If they're feeling sick, yeah, that's all I can think of. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well. Maybe you aren't a bad detective after all. I suppose you did find one of us. But can you find all three of us? Only time will tell. Dion will be returning soon. Did you really think that she was going to go away so soon? Eh, You know, everything's going to be fine, and we can all have a party to celebrate. This theatrical game that's ever so wonderful and interesting will never end so long as you are all entertained. Good luck. Well, aren't you just so awful at keeping up with the timeline? I'll have to advise you that you have failed to catch me. I suppose I can wait to see if my accomplices have made it to the trials and tribulations of this. I only just came up with the plans, but they followed through. The queen shall live on, long live the queen. Tick tock. I hope you can find out soon.
Gonna level with you. I'm actually really relieved that we're going to be celebrating. Surely it's all over now that Dion's leaving, right? Um, Honestly, I'm really looking forward to just patching things up with everyone. I think we set some incorrect expectations. Fingers got pointed in the wrong direction. So, just, you know, looking for to move past it, bury the hatchet, so to speak, and just have a good time with friends. And yeah, well, you know what? It sounds like things are about to get started, so better not keep everybody waiting on my behalf. I'll see y'all there. Oh dear, oh dear. I started off this evening in the dining hall. Oli had handed out some Fanta to everyone so we could all relax, unwind, and laugh about the chaos of recent times. Well, Adora and I were enjoying ourselves a little bit much. She'd spilled something. She ran off to get something to clean it up. After a minute or so of Adora not returning, I scrambled myself to clean up the mess in the room and then dashing towards Holy's office to try and search for some way to help with someone being poisoned. As someone was screaming about poison, you never really think about this stuff until it actually happens. When I finally had a decent idea, I ran in the living room. Time and Rosie were performing CPR on Holy. However, when I got there, it already seemed like it was too late. Let me think. Last seen Holy? Well, I believe that was when he handed Adora and I our drinks. After that, I'm afraid I haven't really seen Holy for the rest of the evening. Well, until he'd already passed, that is. Well, I'm pretty sure Ronnie has to be in on it. I mean, do we remember how openly suspicious he was last time? Are we really going to let him get away with this atrocity again? Well, you must think you're clever. I guess you really can pay attention to the case details. I was sure that the events of last time would have granted me some plausible deniability out of empathy. Given your track record, that is. Congratulations. I tip the veil to you. Well done. We'll see you in a week when I'm out of prison, loves. Ta-ta for now. Oh, isn't this lovely? I guess I did get a free pass. Thanks for the pardon, Detective. I'm glad Dion's work is progressing as planned. Hopefully my accomplices made it out. We really did make a good team. Holy drank that poison rather quickly, and his heart rate being accelerated didn't help him any. It's so brutal. I almost feel bad for him. Almost. If only I wasn't so cold-blooded.
All right, it's party time at Holy's place this time. This is gonna be a lot of fun, I can guarantee that. I mean, hey, no being dead, at least on my part. No goddess to interfere, no trying to pin murders on our best friends, right? Nah, all that's behind us. In the past, I'm sure. Oh, I'm looking forward to finally just hanging out with the crew again, you know? I mean, it's been a while. Hey, I've been gone. I've been away. But yeah. You know, tonight's gonna be something really special, I think. All right, I don't want to keep everyone waiting. Take care, y'all. Well, detective, I have quite a bit of information for you. I was looking around and, well, I found these notes, and from what I can glean, at least from what I know, this seems to be Dion's signature with, her puppeteering of people. We have 3 notes, as far as I can tell, and just given the way that they're written, it makes it seem like there's 3 killers. Here they are. I'm sorry. Know that I have my reasons. Second one. How dare you suggest Her Majesty is done in this theater? And the third. You can't win a fight against something you cannot control. Honestly, all this is a bit revolting. I feel utterly sick to my stomach even looking at these. It's obvious now a good bit of this isn't anyone but Dion's handiwork, at least for most of these. Where was I? Well, I was in the kitchen at the start of the evening. Holy was handing out Fanta mixed drinks, and I was helping him. Artemis did drop by to help clean some stuff up in a hurry. I realized why she was rushing when I heard some choking in the living room. I moved over as fast as I could, trying to help figure out if Holy was still breathing after he collapsed. I assisted Rosie in time in moving him to the center of the living room before we finally lost him. Hey, I saw Holy in the living room when he was getting CPR from Time and Rosie. They were trying to resuscitate him. I don't understand. Why didn't I move? Why didn't I act more? I don't know. To be honest, Origins is one of my best friends. But even I find it strange that he just decided to take a nap in Holy's bed. I mean, also, why did Ronnie take a nap in his bed? Who takes a nap in the middle of all this chaos? Hey, detective. I know it's been a while. Do you mind if I take some time to investigate the drinks? Let me explain. I'll need to gather all the cups together and such to test if there's poison in them. But I have a very sneaking suspicion Holy may have in fact been poisoned. I think some of the suspects confirmed it was poison, but we should test to verify if it actually is poison in those drinks. So, just so we're clear on this, some of the drinks had been tampered with. Specifically, Holy was poisoned, among many others who received much smaller doses of the same poison. It would suggest almost that Holy was not their original target. He just was the one to take the poison. So it had to be someone who was mixing the drinks. But it definitely wasn't me. I'm just putting that out there. Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So I leave for a few months, after being dead, after having multiple of my friends die. And suddenly I'm painted the bad guy the second I reappear, huh? Is that how this is gonna play? That's how this is gonna roll? This is the grand tale we're gonna play? Well, I'm not being a part of this theater. I did not kill Holy. Are you insane?
Oh, I'm going. I have a bone to pick and a point to prove. Last time I couldn't have saved anyone. I don't think anyone could have. We were all up the same creek without a paddle. Or a boat. Or pull floaties. It was a disaster. I'd like to just enjoy today's events and put all of that behind us. But with Lumina missing, we can't be too careless. I have to redeem myself if the worst comes to pass.
A lot was going on this evening. There were drinks being handed out, looked like Fanta, nothing too heavy, but now I'm wondering if it was spiked. I was helping Holly in the kitchen to serve out drinks, and we had a few ourselves. Almost everyone had passed through grabbing a drink or two. Holly and I needed a break, so we went to the gym to cut loose. We started a friendly contest on who could do more reps on the squat rack. I must have lost myself in it. I don't even remember if or when Holly left the gym. When I realized he wasn't there, I rushed out to the living room and saw him collapsed there. I thought maybe he overexerted himself, but when I checked on him, it was clear this was more serious. I did everything I could, but I needed an extra pair of hands. I heard voices outside, so I ran to the front door to yell for help. I was too late again. This just has to be an accident, right? Was it something in the Fanta? This isn't Dion, is it? No, it couldn't be. We were in the kitchen together, that's true. But I last saw Holly in the gym. Honestly, I don't remember when he left. If I had to pin it on anyone, this probably started in the kitchen, and maybe our workout accelerated the effects. Nothing else makes sense. If it's true that the drinks were spiked, then doesn't it have to be Bard? What if Holly wasn't the intended target? Someone could still be in danger. Detective, I'll be right back. Well, I have my reasons. I'm sure you could understand if you knew. Though, I think that's a story for another time. For now, we should count our blessings. Holly always said he wanted to be as strong as me. Now he has an idea of what that feels like, from personal experience. Seems like there really weren't any witnesses. Shame. I thought this would be more of a... oh! Detective. Good job today. I hope you continue to solve these cases to such an exemplary standard. At least this way, I'm not the only one failing to do my job.
Hey, you're invited to some food and drinks at my place. I think we should celebrate. We finished our business with the goddess. The side story is finally over. We can live freely again and there's no more trauma to worry about, you know? So let's celebrate this evening one more time, shall we? Hey everyone. Since the goddess of chaos left and we've all rebirthed, it's over, right? I think we should celebrate, my friends. All of us together. We're finally free. Oh, it'll be so wonderful. I'll get some food. I'll even get us some drinks. You can all even come over as well. It'll be wonderful. Hey, has anyone ever thought about how the goddess feels? I know she's our mortal enemy right now, but we did ruin her revenge plans. Something she lived her whole life striving to complete because she lost those she loved. They were all sacrificed or lost to the curse of Erinn because she resembled an elf with black hair at the time. Maybe if we just asked her how she actually was, maybe that would have changed things. I think she's done for now, but part of me still wonders if we could have changed her by being friends instead of mortal enemies.
Hey, Detective. Am I so glad to see you? I'm actually really excited that we're going to be celebrating. Diane's leaving. It's over, right? Well, either way, I am so glad that we're having this party tonight. It's been so long since I've seen everyone else. Well, I don't want to keep anybody waiting. I'll see you there. Since Holy had mentioned that Diane was defeated, I decided to work on the graphics for a poster of mine. Our bards were organizing a concert, but we initially canceled due to concerns about her. After finishing that up in the office, I then headed into the kitchen for a small drink. When Holy was walking out to head to his home gym, he seemed to stumble quite a bit. Initially, I ignored it and just enjoyed myself chatting with the others. However, Holy seemed to be distressed. When he just collapsed in the living room, while the others were tending to him, I decided to examine the gym room. But I couldn't figure out any information at all. I wish I could be more helpful. Honestly, I hadn't really seen much of Holy at all. I mostly paid attention to the others. I'm so sorry. I don't have any real information, Detective. I do sincerely apologize. Who, who do I think did it? I wouldn't want to accuse any of my friends. Surely none of us actually murdered Holy. Maybe he just accidentally got himself? Detective! You're supposed to be finding the actual killer, not playing pretend and messing up constantly. When will you learn?
Daddy Holy is such a freaking cheater. He absolutely just forgot about me. I'm going anyways, but I know he probably just forgot to send the full invite list. Daddy Holy was fine just a second ago. He stumbled, fell, hit on the floor. The room is extremely clean though. There's no blood or anything anywhere. We all did drink Fanta earlier in the evening. I started up in Holy's bedroom. I had to make sure Critical wasn't trying to still cheat on me with Daddy Holy. Critical says he wouldn't to, but I definitely think he is. After that, I went to the bathroom because I'm feeling a little bit sick. Everybody was drinking a bit of the Fanta that Holy gave out. Honestly, it tasted so bad though. My stomach was not having it. After that, I came to the living room, shocked that Holy was dead. On the floor. Somebody among us was the traitor. I didn't really see Daddy Holy at all. And you mean to tell me he's murdered? Excuse me, Paneca, where's my daddy? Daddy Holy is dead, and I blame all of you. How can you sit there and pretend like you didn't do it? I know it was you, Adora. Detective, I'm gonna need you to get your butt off and work on this case. Daddy Holy is dead, and you need to find the real killer.
Okay, so Holy is a bit of an airhead. A bit might be selling it short, but we're trying to be polite here today. So I'm here to make sure nothing happens to him. And I refuse to be a worse bodyguard than Rixie, although that's a pretty low bar after last time. Sorry, Rixie, not sorry. But, I think things went so poorly, and they would have gone better if you had done a better job. So, hopefully, with me on the job this time, nothing will go wrong. Right? Right. Please let nothing go wrong. I'm tired of my friends dying. God damn it. Of course something had to happen to Holy. Okay. So, I was out in the living room, trying to relax. The very least, I thought we'd be left alone for today. Time and I were playing some games on the GameCube. Holy was handing out Fanta. After that, we all went and worked out in the gym. Well, most of us, anyways. Holy was teaching us some workout techniques while inadvertently flirting with everyone at the same time. Holy just kind of, exude sussy energy without trying. After that, I went to lay down, though. I think something in the Fanta made me feel drowsy all of a sudden. Because before then, I was perfectly fine. I ended up falling asleep in Holy's room. Sorry, detective. Everyone's gonna think I killed him somehow. I just know it. I didn't really get to hang out with Holy at all today. Last time I saw him was in the gym, and even then I still hardly saw him. I was too busy either checking the perimeter or looking over my shoulder to make sure everything was okay, or just getting pulled away and distracted by other things. Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I let you die under my watch. I'm so tired of people killing each other for no reason. I don't even know who would do this to you. I didn't even think you had enemies. Why? You know what? I bet Rixie did it. It makes sense when you think about it. Holy didn't have any enemies, but I did. Rixie's probably pissed at me for calling him weak, for saying that he's a bad bodyguard, that he wanted to make me look weak in the process. You know, if Holy dies under my watch, suddenly I'm the failure, not him. Are we really this petty, Rixie? That you would kill our friend just to get back at me? We're just playing into Dion's games again. You should have known better. If it's not Rixie, I'll eat my shoe. Ah, yes, detective, you finally caught me. You finally caught one murderer out of all of the times that my friends have been murdered. Yes, this time it was me. I somehow managed to kill Holy while I was passed out and drugged asleep on his bed. Yes, it all makes so much sense when you think about how much I have to gain by killing Holy. You see, he was my friend, and he was conveniently there, and I just, obviously look like a person that wants to kill all his friends, right? Totally. Bro, what are you smoking, and can I have some? In what world does it make sense that I killed Holy? Your head has to be screwed on wrong. Here, come closer. Let me screw your head back on for you after I rip it off!
It's all over, right? It's all over? The whole saga with Dion? Oh god, it's finally over. Anyhow, I guess it's time to hop on over to Holy Lou's place. I haven't had the chance to interact much with Holy. I know that he's a fellow airship pilot with a lot of experience, and is a much respected member of our community. One thing I would like to do is to get to know him a bit more during this event. I hear he has a lot of cool toys that I can look at. Anyhow, let's begin making my way there, so I'll see you all. If I had to guess, the drinks everyone had must have been tampered with. Now, I say this as I was in the garage admiring Holy's car. Now, Holy's car, it's a beautiful car. But on the seriousness of the matter, I didn't have any of that sweet, carbonated, sugary, fruit-colored orange Fanta juice. Now, I wandered over into the living room shortly after to take a turn on the GameCube. Now, Holy collapsed in the living room. So I headed over to the gym where he just came from to see if anything had happened while he was over there. Now, unfortunately, I never really saw Holy. I was just taking a while to relax and not think about everything. Now, part of me felt that Holy may have been the killer, considering he tried to imply Diane was done with her antics. If I'm being frank here, I believe anyone who was in the kitchen should be on the top priority for suspicions. Now, I'm gonna have to point out a few names here. That's Adora, Artemis, Bard, Firelight, and Ronnie.
They are all the most sus.
You know what? I just have one word for you, Detective.
I really thought that I was doing the right thing last time. I was really convinced that Itse had summoned the goddess of chaos repeatedly to put everyone through this torturous game. But starting today, I'm going to work as hard as I can to protect everyone and uncover the real mysteries. I swear. So, Holy suddenly collapsed after a few of the attendees were working out together. He walked into the living room, and then after a while was pronounced deceased. My speculation is that he started to rapidly decline after some of us were hanging out in the home gym. At least he collapsed in the living room where it was more comfy, I guess. At the start of the evening, I was just drinking the Fanta that Holy made with some of the others. We were all just laughing in the kitchen, having fun not long ago. I headed to the living room afterwards, and I played some GameCube with Plus. I was kind of curious if he really was the king of Mario Kart. Anyways, I started feeling weirdly nauseous afterwards, so I rushed to the restroom. I think something may have been in the Fanta. Listen, I know I'm not the most reliable person at the moment, but I do really believe something is up with the drinks. I only really saw Holy at the start of the evening. Sorry, Detective, I can't offer much on the timeline. I kept mostly to myself after what I did last time. I imagine all the previous killers go through this, huh? I'm not sure why Bard and Firelight didn't exactly cross paths. I feel like they would have made explicit note of each other. I mean, they both definitely would have met in the kitchen while helping. Is Bard that blind? Hey, Detective, if you don't mind, give me some time to investigate further into who handed out the drinks. I think if I can construct an accurate timeline of those in and out of the kitchen, we can probably figure out who murdered Holy Lou. So, Detective, it seems like initially it was Artemis, Adora, Bard, and Firelight in the kitchen with Holy. Bard, Firelight, and Holy were mixing drinks and then stepped away. Bard stayed back a while to keep mixing the Fanta, and Adora and Artemis stayed in the kitchen during that time. So, it has to be one of those three that poisoned the drinks. Or it could have been all three of them? There's really no way to tell. Detective, I'm aware. I know I committed the crime last time. I apologize. I'm sincerely sorry. But this wasn't me. I didn't commit this, nor did I assist in any form.
You know, this could be a wonderful opportunity to deal with Holy and bring Dion back, our favorite little goddess. I feel like everyone had a lot of fun when she was around. She makes things a lot more entertaining. At least, I definitely had a much better time. But it's really so sad that she has to be considered evil. Holy was alive and well until just moments ago. He suddenly collapsed right as he was working out. We thought it might just be exhaustion, but Holy's breathing became more and more erratic. He started twitching, even. We dragged him to the center of the living room right after he stopped breathing to perform some CPR. His breath smelled a bit off, and not hot like breath smell, but like he ate something he shouldn't have. Holy had, as a bad host would, given me some disgusting Fanta. No Dr. Pepper at all. I was actually quite offended, frankly. He knew I was coming. But I'll be honest, it made me super tired. I didn't want to snooze, but I slept in his bed at the start of the evening. After I felt a bit better, I headed into the kitchen and ate some snacks. Holy collapsed in the living room, and I was trying to watch the room as best I could. I peeked into Holy's office, and I saw someone walk in there. I couldn't really figure out who it was, though. Honestly, I'm jealous. I wanted to run the streets yellow with Holy's blood. It's a shame. I only really saw him when he handed me that Fanta. It was shockingly yellow, actually. Fairly suspicious. What if I did do it? You wouldn't vote for me anyways. Because clearly it's so obvious that I could get away with it again, right? Hey, detective. If you wouldn't mind, please give me some time to investigate further into who was handing out drinks. I feel like I can probably get you an accurate idea of who was where at what time. Well, detective, let me tell you who my accomplices are, since you still won't believe me. Artemis, Bard, and I are the 3 killers for tonight. There, problem solved. I think that wraps up the case in a pretty little bow for you, doesn't it? I do hope you'll vote correctly this time. Otherwise, I'll have concerns about your detective capabilities, and we wouldn't want that, would we? Oh, so now you learn your lesson? Well, I hate to inform you, this time it was painfully obvious that I was lying. I'm not the killer. I just was really having a lot of fun with Dion. I appreciated how she spiced things up around here. It would be so boring without her, don't you agree?
I'm actually super excited that we're going to celebrate. Tian's leaving. It's over, right? I'm looking forward to being able to mingle with everybody and get to know everybody a little better. So, I don't want to keep anybody waiting. I'll see you guys there.
Well, at the start of the evening, I was in the kitchen with some of the other girlies, drinking the Fanta that Holy had mixed up for everybody. After that, I headed to the gym with some of the guys. I was trying to be observant, just making sure nobody was up to anything mischievous. I know I've heard on the news that this stuff always goes wrong at these parties, so I only stood in the doorway. After that, we all went to the living room. That's where Holy collapsed, and his heart had stopped. I tried to perform hand CPR for quite a while until I got tired, and then I switched places with time. I wish we could have actually done something more. Holy was alive. He was breathing. He was alive. He died. Right underneath our hands. We couldn't resuscitate him. Why? This was supposed to be a fun gathering. Who would do something like this? Well, obviously it's Bard, right? Why would Bard lie and say Artemis was cleaning up if Fedora clearly went to get the cleaning supplies? And there are no cleaning supplies? Holy doesn't have a pantry to store these things in? Why would I murder my friends? Please, explain to me in what world this makes any sort of sense. Are you crazy? No, I didn't kill Holy.
Why? Why is Holy holding a celebratory party? Does he think this is over all of a sudden? There's just no way he believes this is over. I mean, maybe he's right. Maybe we can just have a nice evening for once. This evening, I started off in the living room with Fury. We were playing on the GameCube, practicing Mario Kart since plus teased about having a small tourney. After that, Holy was trying to teach us ways to work out. Granted, this definitely looked like a Zumba class. Anyways, after that, we all walked back to the living room since everyone was tired. And then Holy suddenly collapsed on the floor. it was so out of the blue. I was panicking slightly. Holy just dropped. Rosie initially started CPR on him, and after she got tired, I also attempted. Unfortunately, Holy didn't make it that evening. Oh, I last saw Holy when he was teaching everybody Zumba, and then we were all trying to resuscitate him. He was already gone. Everything happened so fast. We couldn't even do anything. Who would poison him? Well, it wasn't me, right? I wasn't possessed again or anything, was I? Look at my eyes. They're not dark purple, right? I'm sane, right? You think I killed Holy? What would I even gain from that? No, I didn't kill Holy. I didn't lay a single finger on that man.